What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It has been quite some time since I've posted a real video on here, so I just wanted to hop back on and quickly update you guys on what has been happening, why I haven't been posting lately, and obviously update you on the new rig that's behind me. So as you can see, the Jeep Gladiator is no longer here with me. I actually ended up selling that one because we ended up getting a SUV for my wife. We got a 25 Kia Telluride since we did have our second daughter, which is the biggest reason why we got rid of it. Just wanted something that was more family friendly and practical. And the Jeep, while great, the Jeep Gladiator, it just could not be the main thing. So we got the SUV. A few months later down the road, I did end up finding this guy here, and it pretty much had everything, mostly of what I want on their builds. That was one thing, is that I wanted it to pretty much be already built because I didn't want to spend any more money on it. The last two rigs I had, I dropped quite a bit of money. So I wanted to make just maybe a few tweaks here and there that made it, me and my rig. And I'll just go over what it is. I've been enjoying it so far. It's been about 2.5 to 3 months since I've bought this guy, and I absolutely love it. So I'll tell you guys and show you what it is and what I've been up to with this car lately. So firstly, I'll go over the armor on this vehicle. So the front bumper is a Poison Spider, and alongside you're still going to have your Poison Spider fenders here as well. And then I do love that it came with the rock slide steps. For those of you who are not familiar with the rock slides, it's great for family, for short people, and I'll show you what it does here. So when you open the doors, there is an extension that comes out, and as soon as you close it, it takes a few seconds, but it just goes back up. There is a switch on the inside which you can turn that off. So if you are wheeling, for example, somewhere really rocky like the Rubicon, it doesn't come down and hit rocks or anything, but if it does and you forget to turn it on, it actually has a sensor. If it does hit something, it just comes right back up and stays there. Just make sure you turn it off. It's just a lot better that way. Now in the rear, I do have the same fenders. It's going to be Poison Spider. My brother-in-law has these on his Jeep and he absolutely loves them, so I can't wait to see what they're able to do. As long as I have something there to protect the body, I'm happy with it. Same thing with the rear Poison Spider as well. Swing out tire carrier. I haven't got a spare yet. It is going to be on the way here pretty soon. I'm making that order tonight. Does have the backup camera right here that one of my friends installed, which is pretty handy when it comes to the trails or just driving in general. But the spare is coming. I ordered these wheels and tires as of about a month ago, so these will be coming. The wheel and tire setup is probably my most favorite thing about this Jeep. So we've got the 38-inch Nitto Trail Grapplers MTs paired with the KMC Grenade V-Locks. These are actually my first set of real V-Locks. Not only do I love the way they look, but I can air down to 50 psi when snow wheeling or just rock crawling, and really don't have to worry about any issues with the bead coming off. So I've been loving those lately. When I got the Jeep, it previously had Nitto Mud Grapplers, which were about 14.5 inches wide, and they were just massive. So they were extremely wide and they were just super loud on the road. So I didn't like that. Also, when you made sharp turns, it would like grind into the suspension, which these do a little bit, but not as bad as the almost 15-inch wide tires that were previously on there. Cool thing was I was able to sell it to the owner because he had the same exact wheel and tire setup on his other Jeep. So he got a set of those mud grapplers and his rims of his choice at like a 90% cheaper price. So for the lighting, he does have the Baja Designs GX, I think, Plus on this guy. Not really sure how I feel about them yet. I prefer like the Gravity Pro style with the circle ones. I had those cubes on my Gladiator, so I'm still deciding if I want to sell this one. I do have it up and I have a few hits on there, so I'm still making up my mind on that. These XL80s are amazing. They're super bright. I'll keep these for sure. Kind of try to figure out some way to make these amber. The headlights are JW Speaker. They're extremely bright, and these are just their OEM amber lights, which I like having on most of the time during the day. And also they do have the JDW speakers. I don't know if you guys can see these. Let me adjust the camera. The JW speaker fog lights here as well. I'm going to try to make those amber. I just like amber. And the same exact lighting company in the back, JW speakers here as well. And I don't know if you guys can see this ring here, but that's actually meant to be the third brake light. And once I put the spare on here, it kind of just radiates, and the back is a third light because it doesn't have one up here or anywhere else. And I'm pretty sure it's law to have that. Back here, the Baja Designs, you have the chase lights. These are white at the moment. I'm going to try to see on their website if they have ambers again. I had this obsession with amber. But those are what the light setup is running. And obviously I can't show you guys the rock lights, but they do have rock lights underneath, which you can change the color on, change the pattern if you want to match the music. Just a bunch of different options on those guys. And for the Warren winch, we are running the VR Evo 8S. Synthetic winch, a lot stronger and safer. Steel cables. I do have the Factor 55, but the moose knuckle connection on here, not a huge fan, to be honest, of how much this sticks out. So once I sell these, or if I find somebody willing to trade for them, I'll get the slimmer ones. I don't know exactly what they're called, but they're also made from Factor 55, and there's a lot slimmer and a lot more flush with the Warren setup here. And I do like the fact that it has the wireless option for the winch, so I don't have to mess around with the wires, especially in the wintertime or if it's really hot. That just makes it quite a bit easier. Suspension setup is going to be from Fox. I'm not exactly sure like the exact model from Fox, but they were installed by Mopar, the Jeep dealership, and they are 4.5-inch lifts. I mean, they're not too bad. I had the Falcon TerraFlex on my other ones, which were super nice because you can adjust them. This one, I really just have one option, which really haven't had any complaints so far. So I'm gonna stick with these for a while, and maybe in the foreseeable future, we'll change out the suspension setup. Now, a few things I'm gonna hit on the undercarriage is the RCV ball joints. They're upgraded, they're a lot stronger than your OEM ones. And then you also have the PSC Hydro Assist, along with the RPM. I think it's a steering stabilizer. I might be wrong on the name on that. And I forgot the name of the axle, but that one's a little upgrade from Dana 44s. And not sure on the brand, the skid plates, but it does have skids for the entire thing, which is really nice because I didn't have to mess around with a whole bunch of that stuff underneath. And I'm going to go over everything that's on the interior. So you've got the Midland radio, and he paired it with the, I think this is a ham radio as well. Nice leather seats on this guy. Unfortunately not powered, but they do have heated seats on it, which is nice in the wintertime. This was a aftermarket radio that I installed on there, wireless Apple CarPlay, and he also have the controls for all the electronics. And I love the fact that these came with headliners already. Not sure if that's how they came or if the previous owner installed that, but I'm able to put up all the patches that I collect from the places I go. Recently I was just at the expo, so I collected a bunch of those. And see what I'm missing here. Oh, and this rack right here with the cell phone carriers, and these are super nice to have, especially on both sides, so that my wife and I can put our phones up there, or if I have an additional thing I'm carrying on my trips. They do have these wild boar handles here as well. We call them the oh shit handles. And then what I absolutely love is when you want to take off the top, you replace the bolts with rock work, and these are just handles to make taking these guys off a lot easier. Same thing with these these twist knobs. If you know the OEM ones, you have to use your tool that Jeep provides, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. So these ones, you just have to twist them, which makes for a much easier transition with the top coming off. At the moment, I am still running the compressor that I got from Harbor Freight. It's never let me down, and the only thing is I got to set it up in the hood, which is kind of a pain in the butt, but maybe later down the line we will continue and get with ARB again. So a little bit about the what's under the hood. You've got the dual battery set up here. If one dies, the other one powers the other. It's kind of a huge mess in here right now. I mean, over time, you know, when you add stuff on, it just kind of gets, you know, too much, and if you don't catch it in time, you know, this is what it turns into. But I really don't mind what's happening here, as long as everything works. I mean, maybe in the future we'll fix that up. Right here, you get your PSC hydro assist fluid, and then you do have your AFE power for that guy there. And over on this side here, you have the S-Pod control. So you can add on new additions, check out what's going on in there, and the reset button. It does have a compressor underneath the Jeep, but for some reason it does not air up and it doesn't work. Maybe there is a leak underneath somewhere, but we're trying to figure that out here as time goes, and hopefully it's nothing too major, because it would be nice to have this this air pump up here. Well guys, that is it for this video. I appreciate you all tuning in, and like I said, sorry for being gone for so long. But hopefully as things settle down and the family develops, kind of like helps a rhythm in our schedule, I can go back out there again more consistently. It is nice that my first daughter, she's almost 4, and she loves going out there with me, so that make things easier. But for those of you guys that are new, welcome to the channel. And for the return subscribers, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and I appreciate your continued support. Let me know what you guys think of this build, what you guys like about it, what you would change. And again, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you hopefully on the next video.